Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox, and I'm coming to you today with the 76th installment of Black Girls on Television. And this will be for Scandal, Season 7, Episode 17, you guys. So let's get to it, shall we? Alright, so the show opens with Olitz. They're post-coital. Actually, Liv is getting ready to start her day. She's got a big day ahead of her. Fitz does as well. Fitz is going to be taking his official presidential portrait that's going to be hung in the walls of the White House. But Liv, like I said, has to be with Mellie. Mellie is going to be questioned today. Fitz is concerned how it will affect his legacy as well. They don't know what's going to happen today. Now, we finally see Sally Langston. Okay, Lovers of Liberty. We haven't seen her in so long. I don't think we've seen her any of this season. I thought they had written her off, but nope, Sally is back. And she is talking about the fact that Mellie is going to be questioned today. And of course, Mellie will be under oath for trying to kill Cyrus. Okay, speaking of Mellie, Mellie's being prepped by her lawyer, and her lawyer just keeps telling her, if you're running into any problems, you need to plead the fifth. Well, Liv does not want her to do that. No, the truth is your armor. Don't sit up there and lie. Don't plead the fifth. Always tell the truth. So they get on up with newfound determination. They're walking the hallways to get to this questioning, bump into Cyrus. Hey, Mellie, you looking good. You got your hair done. It's like, shut up, nigga. Now Marcus is walking around in the quad and bumps into an old colleague. Hey, how you doing? You still in horticulture? Nope, I'm in Intel now. Oh, really? And what do you know? And she was like, well, just be glad you don't work at the White House. Some shit fixing to go down today. So Marcus rushes back to the White House and he tells Fitz they're about to get Mellie. And Mellie is being questioned, remember? So we see Mellie, she's sitting down with old Lonnie Love, the Attorney General that's handling the case. Did you know that Charlie worked for Olivia Pope and Associates? Yep, I did. Why did you fire Olivia Pope? Well, I didn't fire Olivia Pope, she quit. But she's sitting here right next to you. Yep, she sure is. Olivia and I have worked together for a long time on a lot of issues, so Mellie felt that it would be good for Liv to come and join her with this. She has rehired her. While she's being questioned about Liv, all of a sudden, Fitz is trying to contact Liv to let her know that they're about to be ambushed, but Liv ignores the call. Of course, she's sitting right there next to Mellie. Next thing Lonnie Love asks Mellie is, did Liv try to kill Rashad, okay, the president of Bashwani? Mellie is visibly taken aback. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And he's like, oh, you don't? Let me refresh your memory. And he produces a video of Mellie and Olivia talking in the Oval Office all about Liv killing Rashad, the president of Bashwani. What's the name of the place, you guys? They both are sitting there looking like they want to throw up. Lonnie Love was like, what you got to say to that, old press? She's sitting there, she's looking around, and Mellie has to plead the fifth. Jake is officially Big Brother. He's watching the proceedings and he's tickled. I was like, whoopsie. So, you know, they go back to the Oval Office. It's Liv and Mellie and Fitz and Marcus, and they are pissed. But the problem is that they are in the White House, and we know B613 runs the White House, and they probably have surveillance all over the damn White House, and they're in a fishbowl. There's no way for them to get out without Big Brother Jake watching. And now there's nothing really that they can do because Congress is aware that Liv was involved in killing President Rashad of Bashwani. So they're trying to put their heads together to figure out how they can get out of this mess, okay? We see Cyrus. He's talking to Lonnie Love, and Lonnie is telling him, like, I don't really understand why Jake is involved in this, okay? Not real comfortable with him being involved, and Cyrus is like, don't worry about Jake. Jake is just helping me out on a few things, okay? But Lonnie Love, you can tell that he doesn't really want Jake involved. And he's starting to question what is going on here exactly. Now, QPA, Sally Langston, shows up, you know, in her smug way. Oh, I didn't even know this place was still in business. All right, thought I'd come down here because I heard that they're going to subpoena Liv to be questioned about Mellie. Do you have a comment? They're like, no, lady, go on about your business. Okay, Sally was like, well, I heard that your baby daddy, is that what they call it, is in jail. I could help you out. If you got something that you need to get put out there, then I'm the girl. But, you know, they're kind of brushing Sally off, and Sally's like, okay, well, I'm going to leave my card with you just in case you change your mind. Get in contact with me. Now, it's been a long day. Liv goes on home, and who is in her place but Jake? As soon as she closes the door, she's like, Jake, am I supposed to be afraid of you? He's sitting there in the dark. And he was just like, no, I just came down here. I had a gift for you. And she was like, I don't want no damn gift. He pulls out a vial of sand, and she was like, what is that? And he said, it's the sand from when they ran off together. Remember, what was that, season 2, season 3, when they had ran off to be together, and then they had to come back to Washington, D.C.? Jake tells her he was happy then. He's not generally a happy man, but he was happy there with her. He was willing to make a go of it. Okay, but she just had to get on back to Washington, D.C. Remember, she had to go take care of the shit that was going on with Harrison. So now that they're back in Washington, D.C., Jake's whole thing is like, I'm going to take what's mine. I'm about to do what I got to do. So what you going to do is when you get in there to testify, you going to say that Millie told you to kill President Rashad Bashwani. You going to let Cyrus go on ahead and get this presidency. Liv is like, Jake, you don't have to be this person. He was like, no, I am this person. Okay, this is the person that you created. Fuck, you starve a dog long enough, it will eventually tear you to pieces. And I guess that would be Jake at this point. Po little doggy. The QPA is stressed because they can't find anything to link Cyrus to anything with this hijacking. Okay, you guys know Cyrus. Cyrus knows how to dot his I's and cross his T's. Okay, he's a monster. Remember, he told y'all that. Always a couple of steps ahead of you. They can't link them to nothing. So then they decide, you know what, we're going to just get rid of them. That's the best way to get to Jake. But whatever they decide to do is always going to lead it back to B613 and how they all were involved. Okay, there's no way to tell on Cyrus or Jake without telling on the rest of them. And they are all guilty in their own kind of way. While all this is going on the news and everything, you know, Daddy Popey at the office, he's watching. Not getting involved, he's just watching. We see Liv, okay, she's tormented. She goes to the African American Museum. It actually was a pretty powerful scene because they had all these famous black quotes by civil activists and black authors and, you know, just leading prominent people in the black community from the civil rights era. You know, they had that in the background. And it just showed Liv going through all of the things that her father has prepared her for in life and all of the things that she's gone through. You know, she's reminiscing, she's thinking back on her relationships and her life, and she's crying. She's trying to figure out what to do when she goes and sits down and talks to Lonnie Love. What to do, Liv? What to do? Well, she goes and sits down with old Attorney General Lonnie Love, and they get right to the point. After she's put under oath, they ask her, did Mellie tell you to kill President Rashad, the president of Bashwani? Liv was just like, well, I mean, he wasn't assassinated. They were like, look, we done been through all of this. We're not fixing to try to, you know, go through the semantics with you. The man plane blew up. Somebody blew the shit up. Okay, all we want to know is, did Mellie tell you to do it or not? You can either say yes or no, or you can plead the fifth. So Liv says, well, hey, it's a whole lot of shit going down in the White House that you guys don't know about. Mellie did not tell me to kill President Rashad, the president of Bashwani. I ordered it. And they were like, you ordered it? And she says, I did order it as the command of B613. It is a secret intelligence group that has been running the White House for the past 30 years. And child, she just blew the lid off of B613. And of course, Attorney General Lonnie Love is sitting watching like, you mean to tell me there's a secret intelligence agency that is helping the White House? And she tells him, no, I'm telling you that the secret intelligence agency runs the White House. Lonnie Love is like, you know, let's take a break. Because child, she done told him where the place is in the White House and all of that. So he get up and he walked down to the location that Liv told him it was at. Jake meets him in the hallway. Hey, sir, anything I can help you with? And Lonnie Love is like, get out of my damn way. Go back here and see what the fuck is going on in this place. So he goes back there and he sees the whole setup, the computers and the TV monitors and all of that. And he's looking like, I cannot believe this. While he's in there looking around, Olivia's coming down the hallway in her determined step. You guys know how she does. And Jake was like, what do you think you're doing? And she was just like, I'm standing in the sun or standing in the sand, because he had told her, you know, back when they was at the house and he was trying to give her the vial of sand, that he was standing in the sand now. He finally knows what he wants in Washington, D.C. David goes back and tells Mellie, Liv out at B613. Told the Attorney General everything about it, and Mellie cannot believe it. She also outed herself as command. Now the Attorney General, with this new information, goes to Jake, and he asks Jake, is it true? And Jake is sitting there not really trying to comply. Jake tells him, unless you got a subpoena, you ain't getting shit from me, dog. And Lonnie Love already got his team working on the room down there that he went to go see. So it's just a matter of time before he can get Jake and everybody else is involved, except the team calls Lonnie Love and says, listen, it ain't nothing in here. And he was like, it's nothing there, ain't nothing here but a drained pool. That's it. Jake is sitting there listening, smiling to himself when Lonnie Love gets off the phone. You know, Lonnie Love, shit, I know what the hell I saw. And Jake was just like, listen, you're in over your head. Okay, just walk away from this whole thing. So back at the Oval Office, they find out that Jake buried the evidence, buried any mention of B613 and Liv's testimony. So they're all like, thank God. Everybody except for Liv, no. We gotta tell on them. We gotta let them know about B613. That's how we get Jake and Cyrus. Of course, Melly and Fitz are like, no, if we do that, then everything else is going to come back on us. You know, Liv gives them this whole uplifting speech about, you know, patriotism and the Republic, and we got to protect us and, you know, go back to, you know, being transparent and trusting the government and whatnots. Everybody's looking at her like, are you fucking crazy? Including me. I was sitting in my chair and I was just like, what the hell is going on, Liv? Girl, do you know you gonna probably go to jail with all of this? You willing to go to jail just so that Jake and Cyrus don't get the damn seat? Okay, better you than me, I guess. So she tries to convince them. They ain't really too convinced. I wouldn't be either. Okay, she leaves and goes to QPA and she's trying to tell them the same thing, and they feel the same way. Like, are you crazy? She's like, listen, I'm not trying to convince you. I just need you guys' help. How can we make this happen? Quinn says, wait a minute. She remembers her conversation that she had with Sally Langston. So she goes and tells Sally Langston all about B613. And Sally is looking like, well, I mean, I wouldn't put it past them, but you don't have no proof. But if you can get some proof, then, honey, I will ring the bells for all of the Republic to hear. Now, back at the White House on the veranda, we got Marcus talking to Melly. They having some hooch. She has no idea what she's going to do. She knows what she does not want to do. She does not want to talk about B613 because it implicates her and everybody else. Marcus was like, listen, you just surrounded yourself with a whole bunch of, you know, pimps, hookers, hustlers, scallywags, murderers, and then you don't know what to do when a murderer comes after you. I mean, this is the environment that you've been in all this time, so why are you surprised that one of them is trying to get at you? It's time to do the right thing. Stop sitting up here being pitiful for a situation that you created. I mean, I guess it was the truth, but, you know, Marcus really has this uncanny way of saying shit that you don't fucking feel like hearing when the shit is about to go down. I just was like, shut up, Marcus. Now, Jake, he goes to see Eli. You know, Eli is just chilling. Hey, son, been seeing you guys been busy lately down there. And Jake was like, yeah, you know, I just came down here to let you know that I'm sorry, Liv is a casualty of war. She's been in the way. She's endangering the Republic. I'm saving it, though. And Eli says, okay. So then Eli tries to give them this whole long speech about something, and Jake tries to cut him off, and he's like, listen, God damn it. Not talking for my health. He tells Jake, listen, I know you came down here because you wanted an attaboy, honey. You wanted me to tell you that I was proud of you, that you finally stepped up to the plate and became this strong person in Washington that I knew you could be. Okay, then I'll do that then. Come on, let me give you a hug. Good job, son. Attaboy. Real condescending. Jake says, no, I came to tell you that I'm command and that I have power. And Eli was like, you ain't got no fucking power. You ain't never had power. You ain't had power, and neither has Liv. And I've been waiting for you guys to get some fucking power because it's lonely at the top, but you ain't never been able to achieve it. I'm still the one in power here. Don't get it twisted, because power is not a tangible. Power is not a title. Power is who you are. And baby, you is not powerful, not today, not yesterday, and not tomorrow. You ain't never gonna be powerful. And Jake was standing there just as moated as could be. He got his gun out and he tries to point it at Eli, and Eli was like, nigga, if you feeling froggish, then leap. Go on and shoot me if you gonna do it, Mr. Powerful. You know, I was like, Jake, don't do it. Do not do it. And of course, Jake can't do it. I said, you ain't stupid. Yeah, that Eli told him, honey, you can't take power. It's trapped in my bones, baby boy. I'm always gonna have it even when I go to the grave. Then he tells him, but I'm always be here when you need me. So when you fall down again, you come on back and daddy get you back together. I was cracking up. Gotta love Eli. Now back at the halls of the White House, Fitz is walking through, looking at all the presidential pictures, looking at the empty wall where his picture will go. What kind of legacy will Fitz leave behind? I'm sure that's what is on his mind. He goes to see Liv and he tells Liv he wants to help. He just doesn't know what to do at this point. He feels useless, and she says, well, we just gotta wait and see what Sally Langston does. If she gets on board with everything, then we will have a story for sure. And then he says, well, at least we know how the story ends. With us. I was like, with Olitz. I told you guys that them two will be together at the end. And Olitz is gonna do what's right for the country. Now back at QPA, they still can't find shit on Cyrus. The only way that they really can get Cyrus and Jake is for them to testify how they also were involved with B613. They know all the ins and outs. They know the files. They know all of the annals of B613. So they want to make it right. They want to go over the cliff with Liv. Okay, if she jumps, they all jump. So they let her know, hey, we in it 100%. If you gonna testify, fuck, we gonna testify too. Liv doesn't want to do that. No, I want to protect you, but really Liv can't protect them because Liv probably about to fucking go to jail too if the shit don't go right. So they convince her, no, we in. Okay, so then she goes and she tells Melly, look, I know you don't want to do this. I know you scared. I'm scared. Everybody is scared, but it's the right thing to do. Okay, I got your back. I'm with you. I'm standing with you. Melly says, fine. So what do we do next? Well, you guys are in it together. Let's see what old Sally got to say. So they go back to the Oval Office and they watching the TV. And Sally Langston's show come on, you know, Lovers of Liberty. And she starts on the story about B613 running the White House for over 30 years. It's the secret intelligence agency. She's about to do a full expose on this agency. You know, Jake is watching like, no. Cyrus is like, wait a minute, no. They stressed as fuck. And they both looking at each other like, what the hell? And as soon as the commercial comes on for Sally's show, Liv looks at everybody and she says, well, here we go. And then all of a sudden everybody's phones start ringing. I always thought that when Shonda Rhimes would say she knew exactly how she wanted the show to end, I thought it had something to do with Liv. But it looks like it more so has to do with getting rid of B613 or exposing B613. Liv being the catalyst to bring that to the forefront. But yeah, looks like she wanted to dismantle that whole secret intelligence agency. So next week is a finale. Okay, looks like they got a whole lot to do. I'm surprised they're not at least having a 2-hour finale, but I guess everybody's ready for it to be over. I'm kind of sad. It's a little bittersweet, but hey, I'm looking forward to seeing it. Are you? Alright, rock stars, let me get off here. Gotta go get my car washed and take it on back to work. Y'all, make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. Alright. So I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.